Hi everyone, it's Cyril or LavilyDay here with another video. Today I have B with me, and that is because I am going to attempt to put her in some crazy and interesting poses for you all. A friend of mine is thinking of getting a smart doll, and they asked me to try a few interesting things with my girl so that they know exactly what they're getting into. And I figured since I'm sure other people are curious about this too, I thought why not make it into a video where more of you can hopefully benefit from it. I asked over on Instagram if there are any poses you would like me to try, and I got a couple of responses there as well as other places, and I have a little album on my phone of the different things. So let's get started. Pose number one is a position where B will be on her stomach, kind of leaning on her hands with her legs up in the air, something like this. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, so let's see how well she can do with that. Okay, you can't really see her properly when she's down here. Maybe you can, I'm not too sure. But I think this one is an overall success. Her chest joint does gap a little bit. If I remove or make this go up a bit, you might be able to see what I mean. Yeah, when I'm moving her chest up to this extent, there is some gapping here. So if that bothers you, sorry. Also sorry for just exposing B's boob to the world, but yeah, it looks reasonably comfortable. I think her wig is a mess, but that aside, she does manage it. Their legs can't bend any more than 90 degrees, so you're not going to get that any further, but you can still get a playful kicking leg type pose motion thing. Yeah, I don't think that's too bad. So pose one, done. Next up we have this pose here. It's essentially a seated position where she has her legs folded. I'm not sure how well this will work, but might as well give it a go. I don't think this one's gonna work, guys. So as I said before, her knees can only bend 90 degrees, so they're not gonna tuck in any more than that. And her hip joint can swivel somewhat, but it kind of just doesn't want to go further than that. I don't think it's designed to either. So yeah, if you were hoping to make your smart doll sit cross-legged, then you're out of luck, unfortunately. Let's move on to the next one. So it's a person sitting with their knees up to their chest and the person is hugging them. I feel like this one has a bit more chance of success. Maybe not. So the two problems here are, for one, that those knees again won't bend more than 90 degrees, but also that hip mobility is just not ideal. She can't lift her leg any higher than I'm lifting it now. She's designed to be able to sit, and that's pretty much about it with these legs. I don't know enough about the inner workings of the joint to say much more, but I can definitely tell you that there is resistance and she's not moving her legs up any more than that. If you really wanted to do it, you could move her chest part forward because she's got a spine in here that does allow for more movement, but when you do that you get ridging or gapping or whatever you want to call it here. I mean, if you've got clothes on her you won't notice it as much. That makes it somewhat possible, but she just looks uncomfortable, quite frankly. Damn it, I was sure that this would be a doable one. Apparently not. I mean, I think that's the closest we're gonna get. She looks more like she's doing sit-ups than hugging her knees. Someone on Instagram asked if I could get her to make the pose of a person pitching a baseball. So let's see if we can do that. Trying to imagine that she's holding a baseball. As she builds momentum, I think this comes down, maybe not that far. This might go out more. She's kind of like really leaning into it now. and then when she follows through, this will go out and she will look where it is going, but she will end up like this and the ball will fly into you. Maybe. She kicked me in the boob. The next thing I want to try is the splits. A couple of people actually mentioned this or suggested this over on Instagram, so I have to try it. Okay, so first problem, this leg can go forward perfectly fine, but this one won't go back. Her bum's in the way, it's too big apparently. So that means our only option is to do it the other way, so see what I can do. Not the most gracious look, because in order to get her legs out like this, I have to twist her legs. So normally they go that way, right? But in order to get them out to the side and also at that angle, you kind of need to twist them around. And it looks very lewd, but it kind of works. So if I sit her down, she can kind of handle this. She's like, oh my gosh, what have you done to me? And also my head's loose for some reason. It doesn't look great, but she can do it. So while we're here, let's see if she can bend her knees while we're doing it. Yeah, not really. That just looks even worse than before. I'm so sorry, B. A friend of mine suggested the downward dog, which is a yoga position as far as I know. With a bit of Googling, I got this reference here, which, I don't know, my phone is playing up, but maybe you can see it. Let's see if B can do that. The answer is kind of. Her feet aren't designed to go up any more than they are now, so I can't make them flat to the floor in this case. And even though the model here has a smaller angle here, B is not capable of that, which means rather than having her hands flat on the ground, her fingertips are holding her whole weight. Now, the same person also suggested that I try and get B to salute the sun, and from Googling that one too, it seems that it has multiple steps, so let's try them now. So first you raise your arms up high like this. Then I think you attempt to hug your legs, but B can't do this for obvious reasons, and if I let go of her, she's just gonna fall. After that, you do a thing where you have one leg like that and then the other one back further than B is capable of, and both hands in the air, and you're like, yeah, I am doing yoga and I know exactly what I'm doing, and I'm gonna see if I can get her to hold this. I don't think it's gonna work. I'm a cheat. Ta-da! After that, you do something that looks very much like a press up as far as I can tell, or a prone hold, or whatever. This she can do. Then you literally do a press up. Look at that form, I mean, she's not going anywhere and she could hold this for hours. Next comes the hard part. You kind of do something like this and make your arms straight, but I don't think she can make her arms straight and still have her legs on the floor. Whoops. She's fine. I just forgot that I could bend her legs or her feet. Yeah, I think this is probably the closest thing we're gonna get to that one. And then we point her butt way up to the sky, have her arms ahead of her, her head tucked right down there like that, and her feet back to normal. Before going right back to where we were at the beginning, imagine it goes with the opposite leg, and that goes back further than it can, and that's like that. Ta-da! It's probably more to it, but that's all I can be bothered doing right now. Whilst we're attempting yoga poses, this one seems both fun and hilarious, so let's try and make B look like a crab. stand is necessary for this one because her legs can't go out wide enough for her to have any chance of holding this without it. But it's a good thing she's patient, because if I were her I'd be really pissed off by now. Pretty sure it's not going to be possible, but I do want to try this. No harm in giving it a go, right? Yeah, her leg's not getting up any higher than that. She gets pretty close, honestly. I'm not even mad, this is pretty good. But there is next to no chance of her balancing like this. But I'm gonna try. Yeah, I don't think it's happening. That ankle joint just isn't quite strong enough to hold all of that weight in that way. 2 more to go. First, I reckon this one will be interesting to try, so let's give it a go. I think this is as close as we're going to get. Not too bad, but once again there is some gapping here for this extreme pose. I mean, this isn't something you're just going to get her to do every day because, I mean, why? Each to their own. Maybe this is how you like to leave your dolls, just sitting around. It's completely up to you, but yeah. And the last pose for today is really just silly, but I saw it when I was obviously looking at pictures of different yoga poses and I just had to give it a go, okay? I can't justify it. But this is it here. I really don't have any words to describe it other than how, but this is gonna be B soon. Damn it, I should have seen this coming. Her legs can't go any higher than this. I can't end with this. I need to do something else. Like, there's no way I'm ending a posing video with crazy poses with something that just doesn't work. So how about, to finish off this video, I'm going to see if I can get B to balance on one leg. Might take me a while, but I reckon we can do it. I give up. I can't do it. I'm sure that there are people out there who can, but I don't have the patience or time to figure it out right now. With that though, I'm going to leave this video here. Hopefully it was helpful for nothing else than to see how a smart doll handles posing or how it attempts doing different poses. These poses are definitely not the standard ones that you would normally be attempting to do. I certainly have never attempted anything like this before, and as far as I'm concerned, her posing is fine for what I need of her. Even so, it's nice to know what they are capable of and what is easier for them to do and their restrictions or limitations. The main ones I'm talking about here are the leg only being able to go up to here, same with the foot, how it can't go up any more than that, the leg not being able to go any further back than this, and similarly how they can't really go to the side. It's kind of standard for these sorts of dolls. Wall jointed dolls are much the same and they can't really do those things either. You're gonna have those issues regardless of what doll you go for. I'm sure Dollfie Dream will be no exception either, so yeah. Anyway though, if you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below if you have any questions about B's posability, smart doll posability, anything like that, and I'll do my best to help you. If you're not already subscribed, I would love it if you joined me here. I upload a new video every weekend on Sundays. Thank you so much for watching. It has been lovely, and I'll catch you in another video sometime soon.